What is up, guys? It's TheGreatWall back at it again with another video. Today we are here with another career savior video. Today we are saving the career of a Dodgers player. They just won the World Series. So whose career could we possibly be saving? It is going to be Bobby Miller. In this game, he only has 79 potential. He's 25, 71. He still has time to be good. But according to this game, he doesn't have that chance to be elite. So he's dealt with some arm injuries. Once one of the most exciting prospects in baseball. Kind of mid now. You know, like I said, arm injuries killed him. Being on a team that has about 35 starting pitchers that are better than you also hurt. But that being said, in MLB The Show 23, I think it was. Yeah, 23 because I see sets and seasons here. Um, he did have a 97 overall future star, so that is what his potential is now, which is funny because he is now second highest potential on this team, even though they have an absolutely stacked rotation. This team is stacked. He's gonna probably win a few World Series here, but yeah. That being said, you know the drill. Random number generator. He gets 6 spins. I think that should be all he needs. So that being said, hit the shuffle button a few times. Let's get our first spin out of the way. We do get our one skip, as as always. Plus 100 attributes to a teammate. I gotta use the skip here. Unfortunately, I need something that's gonna help him now. Um, Show me something good. Add a pitch. You know what? I'll take that. I think this is actually the first time we've gotten this one that we could actually. Oh, hold on. Never mind. I lied. He already has 5 pitches, so I can't do that one. I still can do steal a pitch, but I can't do add a pitch. One force trade. Alright, so we're going to do this. So I don't have a choice. I think this will help us because I'm going to get rid of some of this starting pitcher play here. And then we'll bring in some absolutely elite players to, kind of help this team out. So that being said, I'm going to go do a force trade and then we will come right back. Alright, this is the deal we're going to make. Emmett Sheehan, Tyler Glasnow, and Tanner Scott. For Garrett Crochet, I know I'm getting another starter, but Crochet is going to be a beast for a very long time, so we'll take that. Roman Anthony, who's going to be a beast for a very long time, and Christian Campbell, who will hopefully develop. So, yeah, this isn't going to help Mr. Where is he? Mr. Bobby Miller, but maybe he gets a year in AAA, does very well, progresses, then next year we get him a boost, comes in at 26, and he's a stud. So, yeah, we're going to make this deal, and hopefully it plays well. So, yeah. All right, so Bobby Miller has spent the beginning of the season in AAA. 6-4, 3.53 ERA. He's up a couple overalls. Actually, he's only up one overall, but his stats are going up across the board, which is good. So, that being said, let's just finish out the year and hope he can develop more in AAA. So, yeah. Okay, the AAA season has ended. They were elite, as you could probably expect. Let's see how the main man, Bobby Miller, did. He's up 273. Finishes 12-7 with a 3.25 ERA, 119 strikeouts. Only got 30 starts because AAA is a shortened season, but they should be in the playoffs. So let's go see how they do. AAA, and they get eliminated. All right, we'll see you guys when I get our spin. All right, so we're back with another year. Bobby Miller is nowhere near the top for this team, unfortunately. So we need something that's gonna either help him a lot or get him sent to a team that can help him. Trade spotlight player. I guess this is what we're gonna do. So yeah, I'm gonna go find a team that is in desperate need of some starting pitching, and then I'm also allowed to take 2 players with me, so I'll do that as well. So yeah. All right, this is a trade we're gonna make. Bobby Miller, Garrett Crochet, and Roman Anthony. We're gonna send them to the Angels for Rendon. Robert Stevenson, and Yasai Kikuchi. So, what's his name is going to be the tied for fifth best starter, tied for fourth best starter on this team. So, yeah, he should hopefully get some game time here. That's at least what we're hoping for. So, let's see how this goes. All right, we are at the All-Star break. Let's see how the main man, Bobby Miller's doing. I also just realized that we just sent him to the other LA team, which is kind of funny. Who was here before that's missing now? I don't know. But, yeah, Bobby Miller, 4-7, 4.05 ERA, 66 strikeouts. He's up 1 overall. We need him to develop quickly because we only have 4 spins left, so there's not much time. Feel bad. Crochet's going down. Um, Trout's going down. Roman Anthony is going up a little bit, which is good. Adele staying the same. Taylor Ward's becoming a beast. Zach Neto goes down. We really didn't send him here so he could be on a winning team. We sent him here so he could actually play, which we accomplished. I just wish this was a better team, but yeah, it is what it is. Let's finish out the year and just see what we can do. All right, the season's over. The Dodgers were elite. How did the Angels do? Terribly. How did Bobby Miller do more specifically? I need to see him be at least like a 76 or we're in trouble. All right, he is a 76. 6-11, 4.56 ERA. At the age of 26 is not good. He's got 3.6 WAR at the age of 26. Yeah, that being said, let's just get through the offseason. We need to get him a spin that's going to actually help him. So, yeah. All right, we are back with another year. Bobby Miller is the 4th man in this rotation. By the end of the year, he's probably going to be the 2nd. But we need something that's going to help him out a ton. I need attributes in some way, shape, or form. Come on, show me something. Plus 100 attributes. We have been gifted. I'm going to go spread out his attributes, and then we'll come right back. That's exactly what we needed to see. All right, and with that, Bobby Miller's already a 96 overall, which is 1 away from his max. I will do the math for you guys so you can see. Let's see, so 2 plus 11 plus 41 plus 10 plus 16 plus 20. There you go. We maxed out his Ks per 9 just because I think the only way to get him into the Hall of Fame is by getting him a ton of strikeouts. So he'll be a good pitcher, but an amazing strikeout type pitcher. So that being said, I need a breakout year for him in the worst way possible. I mean, the 100 attributes is OP for pitchers because there really is not much to upgrade. So yeah, hopefully he can do a job this year. All right, we are at the All-Star break. I need to see Bobby Miller somewhere in the top. Ooh, jeez. All right. Garrett Crochet's here, but where's Bobby? Not looking good. Oh, man. So he is not very good from what I'm seeing. How bad is he doing? 4.74 ERA, 1.32 WHIP, 111 strikeouts is good. But yeah, I think his other per nines are not good enough for him to like compete. But he's 6-4 with a 1.3 WAR. Yeah, just got to finish out the year strong. He's pretty much at his potential. So let's finish out the year and see how they do. All right, the season's over. How did the Angels do? 81-81. They don't make the playoffs. More importantly, how did Bobby Miller do? That's what I care about. All right, so he brings the ERA down 9-8, 4.25 with 190 strikeouts. 2.8 WAR is not bad. How did Garrett Crochet do while we're here? 4.6 WAR, 204 strikeouts. So, yeah, he's pretty much competing with Crochet in this own team. So, that being said, not a great year, but it is a year of some slight growth, honestly. So let's get through the offseason. Bobby Miller's at his 97 potential. Let's see if we can break through that and get him to stay there. So, yeah, let's go to the offseason and see what we can do. All right, we are here with another year. Bobby Miller only has 3 spins left, so we need something big here. I need like more attributes or max an attribute or add a goat. Okay. All right, we're going to add a goat and hope that it makes a difference here. Yeah, I've been thinking about making a wheel of goats, but honestly, I don't know because I feel like that's just I don't know. Let me know if I should add a wheel of goats and if so, what player should be on it. But yeah, for now, I'm just gonna make a 99 overall 2-way star. So yeah. All right, the home run derby and All-Star break is upon us. Bobby Miller, yes! That is what I'm talking about. Bobby Miller have a year, 7-3, 2.55 ERA, 127 strikeouts. Just a good year, all around good year. He hasn't developed or regressed at all. He's just here. Um, this is the added GOAT player that I added, Clarence Gonzalez. Yeah, he's a beast too. So they have an elite starting rotation and an amazing hitter. So see how they finish out the year. All right, the season's over. The Angels look like they missed out on the playoffs with 88 wins. That is disgusting. Yeah, they needed to win one more game, and they would have beat the Mariners to get in. That sucks. All right, it is what it is. How did Bobby Miller do? Did he win? Didn't he win? Did he win an award? Clarence Gonzalez did. How did Bobby do though? He's the one we're here to see. Down to a 96, goes down 3 in Ks per 9, 13 and 6, 185 Ks, 3.47 ERA. Could have been better, could have been worse. So, yeah, that being said, let's get through the offseason. Let's get another spin in here. I think he has 2 left, so, yeah, hoping for the best here. All right, we do have year 5 of Bobby Miller. You only got 2 spins left, so hopefully we can get something good here. I need attributes. I need to steal something. Max and attributes, something along those lines. And it is going to be a plus 50 attribute. That is what we needed. All right. I'm going to go add them, and then we will hop right back in. All right, Bobby Miller is up to a 99. Hopefully his potential can match up. Plus 10 and 4 stats, then 3 plus 7 is also 10. So, yeah, he should hopefully reach elite status. I need Cy Youngs or something, so yeah, let's get into the season and see how he does. All right, we are at the All-Star break. I'm sorry, DJ Harris, what are you doing here? Bobby, where are you at, Bobby? Oh, Bobby Miller, 5-4 with a 3.41 ERA and 126 strikeouts is good. I just need you to do better in the second half. We need you to rack up All-Star appearances and kind of do better. So, yeah, let's just finish out the year and see how they do. Season's over. The Angels were awful. I'm assuming Bobby Miller had something to do with that. Oh, not what we wanted to see. Actually, I take it back. 9-6, 3.34 ERA, 234 strikeouts. Is that league leading? Not where I want it to be, but not a Cy Young finalist. League leaders, though. What about pitching war? Was he anywhere near the top? Caden Dana with a 3.8 for whatever reason known to man. Bobby Miller with a 3.6. What about strikeouts? He did finish in first. Clarence Gonzalez right behind him, who is he had a down year. I mean, he hit the ball very well, but it is what it is. They missed the playoffs again, even though they have 299 overall pitchers. They need to build a team. So, yeah, Bobby Miller has 1 spin left. He has 1 year left with this team. Let's go get both of those done. All right, we are back with another year. They signed Kate Smith. This team looks decent. But let's go get Bobby Miller's last spin out of the way. Only thing that's really going to help him is plus 25. But honestly, you know what, we'll take a plus 10. Yeah. Other than that, though, that's going to be his last spin of the wheel. I will see you guys at the end of the year for the next few years, and then we'll go from there. Alright, so we just did plus 2 for 5 attributes. This is 10, so yeah, I'll see you guys at the end of the year, and hopefully the Angels can do something. Alright, the season is over. The Angels won 100 games. Did Bobby Miller win any awards? That's what I want to see. Clarence Gonzalez was elite. Bobby Miller won a Cy Young. Holy, 18-7. He's starting to go down a ton, though, which is not what you want to see. But 18-7, 2.67 ERA, 211 strikeouts. He was an All-Star as well. And this is a free agency year. So he might be moving elsewhere. I just don't think he's going to turn out to be like an elite player or a Hall of Famer or anything along those lines. Unless he can somehow put up 200 strikeouts for the next 6 years, then maybe. But I don't think he's got that. Yeah. That being said, though, good year. Let's see where he signs. Actually, let's see how the Angels do in this postseason run. First things first. Bobby Miller's first taste of postseason action is a loss. Yeah. All right. Bobby Miller goes to the Tigers. All right. Let's see what type of team he is joining. Um. Okay, he joins a decent team. They got Roki Sasaki, who I'm gonna turn back into a starter in a minute. Um. He's a closer who doesn't close, which is kind of funny. Uh. Don't even know who their has Ben been their closer. Who's been their closer? I don't know who their closer's been, but it hasn't been Roki. But this team is very mid. Yeah, I think Bobby Miller just gave himself a long time of midness. He's here for 7 years for pretty much probably what will be the rest of his career. So, see how he does. All right, so the season's over. The Tigers made the playoffs barely. Um, who am I looking for? Bobby Miller, did you lead the league in strikeouts? Nope. Clarence did. And then Chris Bubik. And wow, Bobby Miller down to 93, 11 and 9. 183 ER or 183 strikeouts, 394 ERA. Um, yeah, I think his career is pretty much already over. As sad as that is to say, he just I mean he just didn't have it. Hopefully he can still at least play another couple of years. But let's go see how they do in the playoffs. I think whatever dominance he had is pretty much done. Okay, they move on at least. Can he get a chip? It's not looking like it. No, they get swept by the Royals. All right. Yeah, I'll see you guys next year. All right, the season's over. Tigers and Dodgers had the same record, which is kind of funny. Let's go take a look at Bobby Miller, see where he is at. All right, he's down to an 87, which is not ideal. 11 and 13, 172 strikeouts, 3.41 ERA, 2.64 season, no All-Stars, no Cy Youngs or anything like that. It's looking like Bobby Miller is turning out a decent but not great career. But let's go see what they can do in the playoffs. Hopefully they can be elite or something. Maybe win himself a World Series or something. All right. And then they get swept. All right. Let's get through the offseason, get to the next year. Bobby Miller probably only has like 2 years left in him, unfortunately, but see how he does. All right, the season's over. The Tigers are yet again in the playoffs. How did Bobby Miller do? He's down to an 81, 8 and 13, 163 strikeouts, 4.9 ERA, with a 1.8 WAR. It's looking like this is probably going to be one of his last years, so we're not going to do the I'll see you guys when he retires. We're just going to go year by year till he retires, because it's probably not very far away from now. So, that being said, in the playoffs, they get swept. Or not swept, they lose in 3. With one of those losses being his. I'll see you guys at the end of next year. Alright, the season's over. Tigers made the playoffs. Bobby Miller, what are you looking like at this point? He's the 5th man in this rotation, barely holding on. 9 and 13, 143 strikeouts, 3.2 ERA. 3.4 WAR though. I don't know how with his awful I mean, actually no, he had a 3.2 ERA. I didn't even notice that. Up to a 29 WAR, like I said. He might be able to finesse a year or 2 more. But after that, I don't think there's going to be much left of him anyway. So he's only 300 strikeouts away. He's 2 seasons away, maybe. So hopefully he can get it done. But that being said, see how they do in the playoffs, because they did make it. Just barely. And they got eliminated by Baltimore. All right. All right. Bobby Miller has officially retired. I dropped all of his stats down. He finishes with 391 games pitched, 385 started, 122 and 107 record. No saves, no blown saves, no holds. So really didn't do much out of the pen the few times he did pitch in it. Pitched on over 2,000 innings, gave up 2,000 hits, 1,000 runs on the dot, which is funny. He had 2,091 strikeouts, 4.12 ERA, 1.31 WHIP. Through 169 quality starts, 4 complete game shutouts. Yeah. Total WAR of 29.9. Won a Cy Young and 2 All-Stars. That 29.9 WAR puts him dead last all time on our career savior video. Puts him in third for the pitchers because we don't count the closers. So, yeah. That being said, I'm going to pull up the baseball reference stuff and we'll see where he finishes all time. Alright, so on the all-times pitcher list, 29.9 WAR puts him tied for 302nd with Harvey Haddix and Smokey Joe Wood. On the career list, it puts him tied for 890th with Brandon Belt, Dean Chance, Bob Ewing, Von Hayes, and all these guys. Slightly ahead of current Byron Buxton, which is funny. But yeah, overall, I would say, did we save his career? Yes, we got him a Cy Young Award and a couple of All-Star appearances, but we couldn't turn him into an elite player. I doubt he makes the Hall of Fame. He doesn't, obviously. So that being said, I'm going to call this one a kind of success. That being said, thank you guys as always for watching. Stay tuned for the next one, and peace.